This channel was created in November of 2023, just a few months after the divorce between Muhammad Hijab and Sister Aisha. If you look a little closer, you'll notice the handle of this channel is called False Accusations UK. Apparently, it was specifically created to address so-called false accusations within the UK.
Before we begin, let's make something clear. This channel is not affiliated with Muhammad Hijab, nor are we based in the UK.
Interesting. So the channel handle is False Accusations UK, but they claim they are not based in the UK. In addition, the channel was created back in 2023 without ever publishing a single video. But now they magically pop up and they want you to believe they are working independently and feel compelled to defend Muhammad Hijab.
Guys, you catching all this? So Thaddeus is pointing out that, I mean, it's technically possible that someone just started this account for some random purpose and so on, and then just decided to start posting recently. But since this was since this account was created right after Muhammad Hijab's divorce, and he's worried about her, all of a sudden this account gets created, false accusations. After it releases the first video, people are like, come on, this is clearly Muhammad Hijab. And then this is someone in Thailand who's just like, you know, if anyone ever in the UK, all of a sudden, this account gets created, False Accusations UK. But then, after he releases his first video, people start saying, after he releases the first video, people are like, come on, this is clearly Muhammad Hijab. And then in response, they say, this channel has nothing to do with the UK. And yet it's False Accusations UK. So what, this is someone in Thailand who's just like, you know, if anyone ever in the UK ever gets falsely accused of something, I've got my account ready. False Accusations UK. I'm not there. I'm not in the UK. I'm in a different part of the world. But I'm really interested in false accusations from the UK. These guys, man, these guys are like criminal masterminds here coming up with this stuff. These guys are geniuses. These guys can get away with anything. They're so smart. Oh, boy.
Let's dig a little bit deeper on the claim that this channel is not affiliated with Muhammad Hijab. On April 6, we published a video titled, Deceived by Muhammad Hijab, The Secret Marriage That Broke Me. On April 8th, this channel published a response video titled, Behind the Obsession, the troubling story of a stalker fixated on Muhammad Hijab. Just minutes prior to release, Muhammad Hijab posted a tweet, I will release a video in 30 to 60 minutes, which will directly respond to...
He's so freaking stupid. Guys, if you're not cracking up laughing at this, guys, you have no idea how stupid this is. So one, the channel is claiming to have nothing to do with Muhammad Hijab, right? No connection to Muhammad Hijab, not even based in the UK, even though it's False Accusations UK. And they're saying they have no connection to Muhammad Hijab. But then before the first video comes out, Hijab tweets, not some random people who are unaffiliated with me. Even if it said someone's going to be releasing a video, it would be obvious that they're connected to you somehow. You're in contact with them. But he doesn't even say that. He doesn't even say someone's going to be releasing a video. He's so stupid. He says, I will release a video in 30 to 60 minutes, which will directly respond to some questions. So he puts it out on his Twitter page. I will release this video in 30 to 60 minutes. And you go there and this has nothing to do with Muhammad Hijab. It is completely unconnected to Muhammad Hijab. It has nothing to do with the UK. It's like what level of stupid do you have to be? Oh, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, guys, how stupid is this? This is their hero. This is their hero. This is their hero of Dawa. Criminal mastermind here.
Questions. He didn't say an anonymous group will be releasing a video. He said, I will release a video. Hence, clearly stating that this video was from him. After all, he states it will directly respond to some questions. And then 4 days later, on April 12th, he specifically states, in the original video I made. He is definitively stating that he made the video. There is...
Wait, let's go back there. So and when you present your so-called evidence, be sure to include the last digits. They've darkened most of it out, but I can read it. Last digits of my UK number. This is when he was saying, guys, this was terrible. And like anyone with like an IQ of 40 instantly saw how stupid this was, but not for the reason it's being used right here. His message was, oh, if she's telling the truth, then it will be linked to my main phone number and not to like some other burner phone or something like that. So show that it's coming from my main phone, when he is elsewhere acknowledged that he uses multiple phones and stuff like that. But yeah, people were focusing on how stupid that was. Ha ha! She's getting messages that is from a number that is not my official phone number. Ha ha! I'm innocent. But then he goes on to say, in the original video I made, in the original video I made, in the original video I made. And it's on a video claiming to have nothing to do with Muhammad Hijab. And no connection to hijab, and not even from the UK. And yes, I'm releasing a video, and in the original video I made, and you go to the video, this has nothing to do with Muhammad Hijab. It is not from him. Just want to be clear to all you pusillanimous people who've been intellectually molested that this is not Muhammad Hijab speaking here. What a dope, man. This is multiple levels of stupid.
He is definitively stating that he made the video. There is no room for ambiguity. It is clear cut. Muhammad Hijab states that he made the video. The video released on April 8th. A video that featured a cryptic AI narrator while referring to himself in third person so that he wouldn't have to deny the allegations and instead could lead the public down a path of deflection and diversion. But here's where it gets really interesting and deeply troubling. Just a few days back on April 26th, the same channel featuring the same AI narrator released a follow-up video just 1 hour after our release of the interview between Ali Dawah and Sister Aisha. Except this time, they quickly put emphasis that this channel is not affiliated with Muhammad Hijab.
This channel is not
Hello? Is this my wife? I want you to know. I sent you the clip of Aisha confessing that she was never married to me. But whatever you do, please don't go on my Twitter page. Or behind veils. I forbid it. I forbid it. You will be intellectually molested if you do. All right. Hijab out.
What a criminal mastermind, yeah.
I forgot to mention that in that email they show on screen, you know, the one that allegedly sent to the Sharia Council where the sheikh that, or the mufti, whatever, that they sent it to doesn't work. They say the guy who's sending this clip writes that she admitted that they were engaged, but the marriage never went through, which is yet a third different version, right? So first Hijab said, I never knew this woman. And then he said,
she's just a crazy stalker.
Stalker. Mm-hmm. And now he's saying that they were engaged at some point, but it was called off before it went through.
Yeah, I don't think the engaged part's going to work well for you either, Hijab, because your real concern is about one of your wives finding out about this and leaving with your kids again. So, dude, you suck at this, Hijab. You are really, really bad at this. What were you thinking that you could get away with this? Oh, man.
And Hijab.
This channel is not affiliated with Muhammad Hijab.
So how did this AI-backed channel get a private voice note that was sent only to Muhammad Hijab from Dr. Abu Aya?
Good question.
How did they get a voice note that was sent privately from Sheikh Mohammed Torana directly to Muhammad Hijab?
Yeah, guys, you catching all this? So in addition to Muhammad Hijab saying, yeah, I released a video, yeah, and in my first video, and then the channel saying, this has nothing to do with Muhammad Hijab, and it's not in the UK, even though it says UK in it. In addition to all that, there's stuff that was sent directly to Muhammad Hijab that somehow ends up in these videos. In other words, Hijab is the one with the audio clips of this stuff on his phone from the Sheikh, from Dr. Abu Aya. And yet, this person who has no connection to Muhammad Hijab has everything on Muhammad Hijab's phone. This is weird, man. It's just weird. Did this person hack Muhammad Hijab's phone and steal these messages? Must have. They hacked his phone to defend him. And then he accidentally types, "Oh yeah, it was me. I did it. It was me."
In the video, they actually claim they got the clip from Ali Dawah. The private voice note sent to Muhammad Hijab. They say Ali Dawah supplied this note for our first video.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ali Dawah. Sadly, Muhammad Hijab said that he did it, but I guess he can say Ali Dawah hacked his Twitter. Ali Dawah accidentally used his Twitter account and not, I don't know how they're going to explain it, but.
And most importantly, how is it that Muhammad Hijab initially stated that he created the first video with the AI narrator, but is now trying to distance himself from the channel? He has been caught in a series of clear contradictions, clear lies.
That's
but
true.
what could possibly be the motive? Why claim you created the first video, but then have the same AI narrator state that there is no affiliation?
Guys, you catching that? It's like every time. It's like 27 different things that are all exposing this guy. So here, Hijab admitted that he sent the first video. He admitted that. But then he's denying that he had anything to do with the second video when it's on the exact same channel using the exact same AI voice. But it's got nothing to do with him. Even though he did the first one with the same AI voice on the exact same channel. Well, this guy's multiple levels of stupid right here.
It is very simple. Either you have bipolar personality disorder.
It wouldn't be bipolar. It would be
No, it wouldn't.
no. I think he sees the bi there, and he thinks that's what they used to call it multiple personality disorder. They call it I think they call it dissociative identity disorder now. Like if you think you have different personalities or something like that. But yeah, he's Hijab, this dude just gave you your way out, man. He just gave you your way out. Just come out and say you've got dissociative identity disorder, and you have multiple personalities, and and that's why you have no recollection of being with this Aisha, because it wasn't you. It was a different personality in your head. And just say, hey, I've got different personalities for all my different wives. And then when I made a video, yeah, I made it with one personality. And then I switched to my other personality. I was like, what? I didn't make that. So then I denied it. But then, I switched back to the original personality in my tweet. And I was like, yes, I made that. And then I came back and said, no, I didn't make that when I switched personalities. Dude, that's your only way out. I just gave you your only way out.
Or you are frantically trying to remove any form of liability, both legally and in the court of public opinion. In the second video, the same AI avatar that Hijab
there, because as long as Hijab was, as long as there's just an allegation of him sleeping with a woman, maybe tricking her into it, he really didn't have any legal liability. But now he's committed multiple actual crimes by frauding, creating these fake things.
No, Elon Musk is setting him up for these crimes.
Of course. And I've learned from this situation, I didn't know previously, but I've learned that it's actually very easy to win a libel court or a slander case in the UK. Much easier than
much easier, States.
Yeah. So if Aisha decides to take him to court,
which she should,
he's in big trouble.
Everyone catching that? So there's the other thing. Hijab is mainly concerned about two things, guys. Two things. So we've been pointing out he's obviously concerned about one of his wives finding out about the other wives, one of the wives who has his kids, because she has shown in the past when she caught him doing this, she left him for a year and a half, or whatever they said, and then comes back to him and as long as you don't do this to me again, Mohammed Hijab, we'll try to make it work out. And then he's getting exposed for doing it again. So that's one disaster waiting to happen. But here's the thing. In order to try and dupe his wife into thinking that he had nothing to do with this, he faked a lot of stuff. They're photoshopping stuff. They're using AI, fake AI confessions and so on. So he's doing all this. He's doing all this stuff to try and dupe his wife. Not realizing you are breaking multiple laws here and you can be sued for all of this. You could be sued for everything. And he's so focused on, just let me dupe my wife. Let me deceive her again. And now he's going to end up in court over all this stuff and paying piles and piles of money. And that's why, after realizing that, oh, no, this channel has nothing to do with Mohammed Hijab. What an idiot. This is like Tate level stupid, man. This is like beyond Tate level stupid. Oh, boy.
Featured in the first video, now relays an alleged confession by Sister Aisha. This time, somehow, in the past few days, they magically captured her speaking to an anonymous mufti and confessing that she didn't actually marry Hijab.
Pretty convenient.
So did you marry Hijab or not?
I didn't marry him, but if I told people this, they would think I'm crazy and so on.
Do you think this is fair on him and his family?
With all due respect to yourself, I can take my rights with my own hand.
And I would just like to say that I'm working for Elon Musk. He paid me $100 billion to set up Mohammed Hijab because he said, I must set up Mohammed Hijab because of his powerful dawah that must be stopped. This dawah is too strong and I will give all my money to you if you lie about him and set him up.
Be clear.
Yeah, I think that's not how it goes. That's a very funny phrase she goes there, too. With all due respect to yourself. I mean, who talks like that? Who says to yourself? Well, I know one person who talks like that. Mohammed Hijab.
It sounds exactly like, I was waiting for her to say, and you will be intellectually molested, you little weakling.
Accent makes it immediately evident that it is. There is no ambiguity. We've run this audio through advanced software designed to detect AI-generated voices, and as clearly shown on the screen, this recording doesn't match any of the indicators.
First off, as someone who has spoken at great lengths with Sister Aisha, this sounds nothing like her. It is clearly a desperate attempt to try and deceive the public. But let's not take my word for it. Let's use the same AI detection tool they used to validate whether or not this was AI. Let's head over to 11 Labs, a website used to generate AI voices. Here, we'll go ahead and upload the extracted clip of what they claim is Sister Aisha's confession.
Marry him, but if I told people this, they would think I'm crazy and so on. With all due respect to yourself, I can take my rights with my own hand.
Subhanallah. It states that there is a 98% probability that this audio was generated by 11 Labs. I don't know how much sloppier Hijab and his incompetent deepfake team could get. Not only did they generate a voice clip that didn't sound like her, but they literally showed the world exactly where they did it.
Pretty smart.
All while trying to dupe and deceive the public by showing a screenshot trying to validate their malicious claim. In addition, they state,
The voice note is a recorded conversation with a qualified mufti who has chosen to remain anonymous.
so now they want to protect this random and anonymous mufti's identity. But when it came to Sheikh Torana, who did not want his name to be used anywhere, they happily disclosed it and have used his voice clips in nearly every video.
Sheikh Mohammed of Speaker's Corner, Mr. Tarani, Mohammed Tarawne's permission.
Tarawne, Mohammed Tarawne.
This completely contradictory reasoning just does not add up. Unless, of course, you have no ethical or religious basis and you're in damage control mode and doing anything and everything to save yourself from drowning.
That kind of sounds exactly like what this is. Full damage control mode, panicking, and doing anything and everything you can to save yourself from drowning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, since when did Muhammad Hijab or Ali Dawah have a problem disclosing people's names who are supposed to be anonymous? But suddenly when it comes to this guy, they're like, oh, we can't disclose his name. He didn't want us to.